G'day and welcome to Ashes of Typho, a map that I really like. I think this is a really good map. It's a very, very good 2v2 map, but we're playing 1v1, so we're not going to see that awesomeness. And we have Panzer playing the Warp Spider. Very, very slow start. Why isn't he moving? What are you doing? Bit slow off the mark there. Building a Banshee straight off versus the Apocryphy. And a couple of scout squads coming up. Scouts are very good for backup for the Apocryphy. He's got a kind of a nice white and red scheme there. And it's very interesting to see. Basically we have two units which are traditionally considered very OP. There was an incredible bug. Well, not really a bug, like an exploit with the Warp Spider ages ago, and you could like freeze people in place, and then once they're frozen in place you'd like do an RTARP call in and it would just decimate people, but that has been fixed. But the Apocryphy that has this sort of weird regen problem now where it can tank as good as like anything. So these are traditionally considered OP classes, so it'll be interesting to see them face up. The Warp Spider is of course all about map control, while the Apocryphy is all about unit survival, which is a very, very powerful effect. I've said it so many times that boom, there you go. Beautiful little teleport, and that's exactly how the Warp Spider should be played. No point in engaging at this early point. But yeah, the Apocryphy gets a very, very powerful late game because the simple fact that it's able to keep people alive so easily means that there's humongous changes to the end game, because you just can't kill these. The Space Marines will be unkillable. Oh, he better get out of there quickly. Obviously his... no point in going down there. I think he's going to recat the middle. Now this is important. If we just look at the map for a little bit, see this middle node? It's very, very good to cap. It's kind of like a way of keeping a visual on the entire middle of the map. It's sort of like an outpost. No one really puts generators here. But you see a lot of people cap it and then put the cap on top of it, because it is such a vital sort of way of keeping track of what's happening in the map. A lot of people like to have it capped for a very good reason. So if you cap this and then actually build the cap on top of it, often you can slow down in advance by quite a large amount. Okay, so we've got we've only got one set of gens up. These guys are in trouble. Looks like we're going for a fairly melee intensive build here. We have two shuriken cannons coming out. This is interesting. Shuriken cannons, by the way, are incredibly easy to counter with Space Marines, and there's the counter coming up right now, the Assault Squad. But the way you actually handle that, if you are going to go for a heavy cannon build, is by building two, which is what you're doing. So what we're probably going to see is you see one shuriken cannon and then the other shuriken cannon behind it, sort of like say here, close enough that it does very extreme damage, but not so close that they can jump over the front one and land behind both of them. And that's probably what we're going to see, shuriken cannons supporting each other. It's a very, very powerful build. Oh, those Warp Spiders are so annoying. I like to play Warp Spider, but my micro is just not good enough to really give it the justice it deserves. Now, I am listening to your suggestions and comments. Oh, almost taken out. And there's a perfect example of how the Shuriken Cannon gets countered, and very good reactions. He hit the retreat while they were still in the air, but exactly what I thought was going to happen is his entire forces have been forced off the map. Yeah, so people say that I scroll around too much, so I'm going to try and use a different sort of way of casting where I'm actually going to be following units rather than clicking and scrolling on the mouse, the map too much. Another terrible retreat for the Eldar. Eldar is really in a bad position here. These Banshees are really the only squad he's got that's able to put some pressure back on. Right, they're going to do a defensive jump. Probably not necessary. He did have a huge amount of backup coming. But he is going to tier 2, and part of that early tier 2 is from he's built a second gen up here, which actually has been destroyed, but he had one there for a while, so he was on 4 gens. These guys are going to have to get out of there quite smart. Do you have the Master Crafted Bolter? What other upgrades have got? No upgrades on the Scouts. Assault Squad, obviously, you don't get upgrades. It's not like Chaos. Don't get the upgrades until you see what you need to counter with. And yes, we've just got the... Yeah, so not really light tier 1 by both players. I'm not quite sure what would be the best choice. I mean, Wraith Guards, no. Are we going to see like some Warp Prisms, some Cannons? I'm not quite sure what the best choice is going to be here. I mean, we don't really need anti-vehicles because there's no vehicles on the field yet. There's the second cannon coming up to defend. It was a little late to really put the pressure on. Off goes the heal by the Apocryphy. That's going to be a huge problem. And those Banshees barely get out alive once again. And this is just not even a problem. Apocryphy energy is almost at full. They'll just be able to charge down, and that shuriken cannon is going to have to get out of there from that Space Marine army. Apocryphy is just such a... Apocryphy, or I don't know, whatever. Everyone always has a go with my pronunciations. Fuck you, it's how I talk, so just live with it. But anyway, you know what I mean. The Space Marine healer is an incredibly powerful race. He's so frustrating to play against. You just feel like you're not making any headway because it's so hard to get model losses. Okay, so Dirty Grey is finally getting up to T2, and just while we're on the matter, we do have Panzer playing, and if he is the Panzer I think he is, he's a very, very good player. I do not know who Dirty Grey is, but I have seen a couple of replays from Panzer, and I've seen, if he's the Panzer I think he is, he also is in the competition scene as well. Alright, here we go. We do have the Guardian squad upgraded. That will make a huge difference. I think people often forget to really use those, things like the battle equipment where you can build the shields that you can stand behind, because they add like 100% cover bonus. They are extremely powerful little devices. Yep, and here we are, the Falcon is coming out. Interesting choice. Now he does have one Tactical Marine squad, which is unupgraded, so that'll just switch over to the rocket launcher. And here's a perfect example of why the Warp Spider is such a powerful class as well. Like, just being able to... Here's the Mastercrafted Bolter. I love that, knocking him down there. You can just teleport the hell out of there. He's in a lot of cover, he should be fine. No, he's going to retreat. But look at the map. I mean, even though Dirty Grey has really basically been winning almost every single engagement, the map situation is far in Panzer's favour. But at the same time, look at the wreck. I mean, Dirty Grey's wreck is off the charts. Look at that. Let's just have a look at the number. He's like 600 wreck. He's floating so much, and it's simply because He is not taking the squad losses, and this is the power of the Apocryphy. Very frustrating to play against. Wow, I don't really get to see the Falcons much. I really do love them though. It's going to sit there, tank some damage, and try and take out those power gens, which is probably a good idea. I mean, he has rep coming out his ears, but power is really where he's a bit starved. For some reason I cannot double click on the Banshees. Are they dead or something? And the replay is just not telling me. Oh, they must be inside the Falcon maybe. I think that's what's happening. They're inside the Falcon. There they go. Nice. I think that was actually a plan. He had them hidden in there, and there's the explosion. He's upgraded for rocket launchers on the tactical squad, and he's upgraded the Thunder and Lightning. And in 2 shots, that Falcon is almost taken out. He does have the repair squad, which is very, very important. And bang, tier 3 already. And there you go. I mean, seriously, Warp Spider is just insane. You can just get some incredibly powerful map control, which allows you to get the high-level units so quickly. So we are going to see an Avatar. There's no doubt in my mind. And those squads are in trouble yet again. Nice, absolutely brilliant explosion, but still, that grenade went off right on top of them, and these guys are hardly even damaged because of the healing ability. Razorback is out, which is probably going to make a beeline straight for the power line. He is trying to cap, and he's going straight to the power, I believe, would be my guess. Oh wait, I'm looking at the completely wrong side of the frickin' map. I thought he was driving past here for some reason. Anyway, so he's not going for the power. But what have we got? Our Warp Spider squad coming out. This is a very high DPS spot, and you see a lot of people, you know, get 2 or 3 of these on the field, it can absolutely crush. Again, just unable to get the double support with that. I mean, if he was able to really get the double support happening on those shuriken cannons, we really would see a lot different in these engagements. But that being said, he is doing very, very well. The Banshees have started to level up and get more powerful, which means they're not being forced back as much. And meanwhile, we've just got beautiful back capping with these Warp Spiders, and here comes the Warp Spiders. I mean, you know, whatever. These are other Warp Spiders. You know what I'm talking about. Fuck. The non-squad, the hero squad, damn it. That's what I mean. Boom. Look at the DPS these guys have. Absolutely horrendous. It's important when you build the Warp Spider squad to get them in the thick of battle quickly as possible and then retreat them, which is exactly what he's done, because you want these guys to level up as fast as possible, because they have an extremely powerful increase in damage as they level. So, whoa, if he doesn't get the hell out of there, yes, he notices and does retreat. Whoa, nice rocket launcher shot. Meanwhile, the Apocryphy has upgraded to the combat stimulant, okay? And as you can read, that temporarily grants damage output and resistance to suppression, which is a very, very good counter for the double shurikens, well, single shurikens now. And unfortunately, in my opinion, the shuriken cannons were not used to the best of their ability, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I mean, look at the wreck from Dirty Grey. Why isn't he even... There he goes, tier 3. I was about to say, he should be in tier 3 by now. He's going there now. And he has upgraded to aspect of the Wart Spire. These are basically the same as the upgrade of the assault squads. It gives them like a very, very powerful anti-vehicle grenade. Really excellent jump from those assault marines going over the mountains to corner them at the VP. But of course, warp spiders say, hey man, I can do that too. And retreating directly into the little Razorback there. Those guys are going to have to get out of there. The Falcon has got its ability to shield. And oh my god, we get a couple of squad losses. This is his chance. Where's the haywire grenade? Where is his too late. You can see the nice grenade there. Wow, Panzer is just... fuck man, he's playing so well. Dirty Grey not being any slouch, he's got absolutely zero model losses. And forcing another retreat. They're going to hop out and repair. Well, there isn't much repairing to do actually. If only this squad wasn't retreated, they would have gotten that Razorback. And look at Dirty Grey's wreck. I mean, that is insane. That is the power of the Apocryphy, as I said before. And he's going to go down if he doesn't get out of there. He does hit the retreat. Oh, too late. Reactions are not as quick as that. That's the first real mistake by Panzer. And it's not even really a mistake. That was just, I mean, he hit the retreat, just didn't get out in time. The shield is on, so you can see it takes out half his shield, but still no damage. There goes, look at that. And out of it control, boom. That's the power of the haywire grenade, because not only does it do tremendous damage to vehicles, it also slows down, which is something that the other grenade does not do. But if those Banshees don't get out and get out soon, they will go down, and that would be a horrendous loss. Get the hell out of there, Banshees. Go, Banshees. Get out of there, Banshees! Oh my god. The heel's gone off. This is a tremendous battle. Just look at the tanking. Look at this. Look at this. It's unbelievable. Fuck you, Apocryphy. Fuck you. God, I hate you. Man, 2 frickin' units taking on an entire army. That is ridiculous. And here we go. Terminators. The holy grail of the Space Marine army. They are just awesome. And they are upgrading instantly to the assault cannon, so they're going to be ranged. But the entire gen farm has been taken out, and Dirty Ray is spent all his wreck and all his power getting those Terminators out. So if he can't do something with these guys now, then he's in a lot of trouble. Now, interestingly enough, Panzer has decided not to get his Warp Spider bought out. Oh, there he goes. He just bought it then. I thought he might be saving up for the Avatar right now, or maybe a second Warp Spider squad would be a good choice. But those Terminators are really going to start to absolutely crush if they don't get an answer on the field soon. Look how fucking awesome the graphics in this game are, man. Like, seriously. Whoa, whoa. Look at that. Look at that, man. Meow. Fucking sweet. Okay, meanwhile, Assault Squad is still trying to take out this power farm, but it's way too late. He doesn't even really care. I don't think he's even going to rebuild these. Whoa. Get the hell out of there. Absolutely crushed. These. Oh no! Another really nice grenade. That's the third time that Panzer's used that little trick. And he might lose his Falcon here, which will be a tremendous loss. If he gets one shot off. Oh, he's just out of range. They keep having to adjust. He's back into his base. Oh, lucky. Here comes his Terminators. They might push into the base and try and get that kill. Banshees are going down again. My god, this is just tremendous. This is one of the better replays I've seen in a while. These two players are just no holes barred, kicking each other in the balls, man. They're just going smack, take that, and they go, yeah, fuck you, smack, take that. Awesome. Oh no, Falcon goes down! There goes, the Terminators do their stuff, and now Panzer is in trouble. He's just taken a tremendous amount of losses, lost his Panzer, lost his Falcon, which means that his wreck is now so low that he's really not going to be able to get out any more units. He's basically spending everything on unit reinforcement. And meanwhile, of course, with the Apothecary just leveling up, leveling crazy level 7, you know, it's just, you're going to have a real... Panzer's not happy. Panzer's not happy. And that's GG. Well, that was a very, very good game. Yeah, not a lot he could do then. I think Panzer played very, very well, but Dirty Grey just pulled it out of the bag. I have a personal dislike of the Apothecary because I lose to them every single time I play against them. But very, very good game. Action-packed. I would have really liked to see a swing back into Eldar's favour, but what can you do? Congratulations, Dirty Grey. Ownage. Just amazing healing work there and unit preservation. If you want to know how to play Apothecary, just check out Dirty